How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some freaky clips that you need to see to believe. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this. Our last series of photos comes from another viewer of ours, Scott Collingwood Beard. Several years ago, Scott lost a close friend to alcoholism. The Gloucestershire local said his friend would go camping in the Forest of Dean, a sprawling woodland park and former royal hunting ground in the southwest of England. Scott's friend, who will remain anonymous, went out alone into the woods one cold UK winter. Several days passed and his family hadn't heard from him. A group of friends set out into the forest to look for him. Eventually, they found their friend's body lying next to a burnt-out fire. He had apparently succumbed to the elements. Shocked and saddened by what had happened, friends and family gathered in the woods right where their friend had set up camp. They took a series of photos to remember the day. When the mother of the deceased stood in front of the group to say a few words, something strange was caught on camera. Just next to her, on the right, you can see a distinct orb of light. Scott says that the woods where this photo was taken have a dense canopy, so no sunlight could get through. It was a dull, overcast day and no flash on the camera was used. Yet, we can clearly see an orb of light just above the mother's head. Scott isn't sure how to explain the photo and has been hesitant to show it to anyone before because he thought people might think that he made it all up. Given the sad story that it's his mum and that the photo was taken right where he passed away, it certainly does make you wonder whether their friend and lost son was taking one last moment to say goodbye. When a family member passes away, many of us will always wonder if a part of them will remain with us even after their death. That's certainly what viewer Brandon Juliet, who goes by the Reddit username Small Connection, was thinking when he was watching these surprising videos captured on their home security cameras. According to Brandon, this first video was recorded late one night on the Ring home security camera placed outside of his mother's house. Everything on the front porch looks fairly normal for the first few seconds of the footage. However, we quickly spot something odd, an orb floating across the screen. The orb is yellow in color and moves slowly across the camera for several seconds. Brandon states that they've never seen anything like this on the camera before. The timing of this recording is particularly odd. The footage was recorded shortly after his stepfather passed away. Some paranormal experts believe that spirits can manifest as orbs of light, as it takes less energy for them to appear in this way. To make matters even stranger, a second video was recorded on Brandon's own Ring camera, showing an identical yellow orb hovering in front of the camera. But here's the twist. He lives over 230 miles away from his mother, yet the same strange orb appeared on both cameras shortly after the stepfather's death. Here's some more footage of the same yellow orb. According to Brandon, it seems to appear at around 3 a.m. Often, people are scared when they see indications that a spirit may be hanging around their house. However, in this case, Brandon and his mother are comforted by the appearance of the yellow orb. They believe it means a loved one is looking out for them from beyond the grave. Orbs, supernatural entities, or mere dust particles? This debate has divided the paranormal community for years. Often it seems that dust or insects can explain many so-called orb sightings, yet occasionally a video surfaces that may prove otherwise. In this footage shared to Reddit by Jibby-san, we see what at first looks like a typical orb. However, take note of the way it moves. The object seems to fly about with purpose. Usually this means that it's probably just an insect, yet this mysterious shape remains completely spherical no matter how far it is from the camera. Furthermore, just after the halfway point of the clip, a notification appears on the screen indicating that the camera has detected movement. This is something that both dust particles and insects rarely cause. So what do you think this video shows? Take another look and let me know your thoughts and theories in the comments section down below. Peru is home to amazing sights such as Machu Picchu, one of the world's 7 wonders. As such, the country is known for captivating both locals and tourists alike with its nature. But what about its UFOs? At least that's what some people think was caught on camera, in a video uploaded to TV Peru Noticias on YouTube. Perhaps from now on, Peru will be known for something much weirder. In the video, we can see a multicolored object hovering in the night sky. The object seems to change colors every second or so, almost as if it's like a strobe light. The video cuts to a long shot of the city at nighttime with the light flickering over the buildings. Most viewers were positive that it had to be a UFO. Some of the comments in the video even said that they had seen similar things in their own cities. One viewer jokingly suggested it was a strobe light inside an alien craft, and that they were partying and joyriding around the universe. Some more sensible suggestions ranged from lanterns to drones and even a coloured spotlight. So, until further info comes to hand, this strange flying object will have to remain unidentified. Slapcam viewer Steve OC sent us this eerie piece of home security footage. Over the course of several months in 2018, this viewer had been experiencing some strange activity in their home, and they seem to have the evidence to prove it. Take a look at what their home security camera has captured. As you can see, all kinds of bizarre movement has been recorded. Pantry doors and drawers appear to move all on their own. Just when you think it's weird enough, keep an eye on the window on the left-hand side. Sadly, the clip ends right as the figure appears, but if we slow it down and brighten the image, something seems to peer in through the window. It would seem this footage backs up our viewers' claims that they believe their home is haunted. But what do you think? Would love to hear your take on this strange piece of home security footage in the comments section down below. Orbs have been a source of debate in the paranormal community for as long as anyone can remember. Are these floating balls of light really spirits? Slaptown viewer Staci W from Memphis, Tennessee shared footage taken in her home, featuring a potential orb that is sure to arise speculation among viewers. The footage shows Staci's kitchen at nighttime. Immediately, we can see the little orb of light dancing around the kitchen, first moving towards the refrigerator, where it seems to bounce around before moving back to the center of frame. The orb continues to move around for the rest of the video, occasionally disappearing from frame only to reappear once again. Staci explained that she first spotted the orb when checking a security camera alert on her phone that showed activity in the kitchen. She saw that her children were sneaking in a late night snack and that an orb seemed to be floating around in the space near them. She asked her children to go back to bed, but noticed the orb still remained. She went to the kitchen to see if she could see anything in person, but there was nothing there, though she felt a strange presence in the air before leaving. At times during the video, it seems that the orb could actually be a spider web caught in front of the security camera's lens. This sometimes happens with security cameras, giving the impression that there's an orb when it's actually just an insect floating around. Still, the possible orb's movements are very erratic, throwing into doubt this theory, and leaving the mystery open for all to interpret. Let me know what you think down below. YouTuber Bright Eyes Tarot seems to have caught something strange on their home security system. It was recorded at nighttime, so we see the yard in night vision mode. All is still for a few seconds.
Check this out, just hold up, you'll see.
But then, a strange splotch of light moves onto screen.
That. There's no bugs, because it's frozen outside, literally frozen. And it has been consistently iced over. Well, not iced over, but cold. Real cold. What is that?
It isn't perfectly round, but rather jagged around the edges.
What is that?
According to the YouTuber, it was far too cold out for the strange sighting to be any sort of insect. So what else could it be?
There's no bugs, because it's frozen outside, literally frozen. And it has been consistently iced over. Well, not iced over, but cold. Real cold. What is that?
It comes on this side of
Perhaps it's just the light from a passing car or other mundane source. This could be the case. That is, until the light does something quite peculiar. The light moves slowly across the camera and approaches the steps leading to the porch.
Well, not iced over, but cold. Real cold. What is that?
it comes on this side of the dollhouse.
And then wait, and there it is still. Does it go up the steps? Yep, it's going up the steps.
Then it seems to move up the steps as if attempting to go into the porch and perhaps into the house as well.
Is there someone standing on the porch? done?
Bright Eyes Tarot is a clairvoyant and regularly uploads card readings to their channel. Is it possible then that this OP is more sensitive to the paranormal and has somehow manifested this strange orb? Watch the footage carefully again and let us know what you think.
There's no bugs, because it's frozen outside, literally frozen, and it has been consistently iced over. Well, not iced over, but cold. Real cold. What is that?
It comes on this side of the dollhouse.
Sticking with unidentified flying orbs of light, some footage has come out of Eastern Europe that appears to show the Romanian military firing on a mysterious ball of light in the night sky. Take a look. The footage, which was uploaded to Reddit by user 678990655, allegedly shows the Romanian Navy firing at an unidentified flying object. It was captured by a civilian staying in a nearby town on the 2nd of September 2021. The incident has divided the Reddit community. Some think it's nothing more than target practice and that the Navy's firing on a stationary light as part of a training exercise. Others, however, are more convinced that the Navy's firing at something unknown, perhaps some extraterrestrial technology. So, given the mysterious sightings in the previous segment, what do you make of this footage? What is the Romanian military actually firing at? Let me know your theories in the comments down below. This footage from Instagrammer Rincon Selfate shows something odd caught on a home security system. Everything in the room is dark, that is, until a bright ball of white light suddenly appears on camera. The light hovers in front of the camera, making occasional slight movements. It initially appears to be a glare from some outside light source. However, an ordinary glare wouldn't move in this way. This has led many to believe that the light is a particularly intense example of a ghostly orb. Paranormal aficionados believe that orbs of light, such as this one, are evidence of spiritual energy. Experts believe that it takes a lot of energy for ghosts to interact with the physical realm. It's thought that orbs require a little less energy to manifest. Orbs are typically only spotted on camera and usually fairly faint. The brightness and size of the orb in this footage is quite unique. Orbs can appear in different colours, including clear, white, green, red, blue, and even black. So does this footage show a remarkable example of a ghostly orb, or is there some other external light source that wasn't captured on film? Love to hear your take on this in the comments section below. Museums are full of interesting objects and pieces of art, but what about spirits? That was the question at the forefront of many viewers' minds while watching a YouTube video from Nerchinsk Museum of Local Law. In this video, one potentially otherworldly entity was caught on CCTV footage during closing time at the Russian museum. The footage shows the interior of the museum at nighttime, with a security officer turning off lights. We can see him walk up a set of stairs in the very back of frame. Soon after he exits, what seems to be a floating ball of light appears to the right of frame. It zooms throughout the room, continuously disappearing and reappearing. The video then cuts to another room in the museum, with the same security guard entering the room, turning off the lights and exiting. As soon as he walks out the door, the same ball of light appears in the background, zipping about. The ball eventually makes its way to a piece of art in the back center of the room, slowly hovering around it for quite some time. It leaves the piece of art alone and continues to float around the room for the duration of the clip. The clip has garnered over 20,000 views and plenty of comments hypothesizing what could be happening here. Some viewers were sure that this was an instance of a ghost or spirit visiting the museum space. After all, employees have noted in the past that they've heard strange breathing and creaking sounds that didn't come from an obvious source. Some viewers had other suggestions, such as the light actually being a speck of dust or lint on the cameras, or perhaps a bug in the room. One viewer noted that the ball of light seemed to walk at one point, suggesting that this could be a person whose body is not properly captured on film, perhaps through a glitch. Whatever the object is, many think the museum is leaning into the footage to gain some easy publicity. So what do you think's happening here? Let me know your theories in the comments section below. Nothing will ruin a relaxing night at home faster than an alert on your security system. Yet sometimes what the camera shows might not be so easily explained. Take a look at this video shared to YouTube by Riri's Storytime.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, there's no fucking, look, there's no fucking thing over the cars. What the is that? What is that?
The footage was recorded on a camera placed on the front of the house. It's after dark and everything outside is quite still. Suddenly, the calm of the night is interrupted when a strange series of lights zoom into frame.
What the hell is that?
They fly between the two cars parked in the driveway.
Fucking thing over the cars. What the is that? What is that?
The lights hover for a while across the street, moving slowly around the sky as if drifting in the breeze.
That's freaking crazy. And then it comes back.
Looks like Slapped Ham was gonna do a video
Where'd it go?
right there.
Then they begin to move back in the direction they came from.
It's coming back. See
Yeah,
it?
it is coming back. Let me see.
Look at that. What the is that, man? That ain't no drone, I'll tell you that much.
At one point, it's almost as though they fly right through the house next door.
That ain't no goddamn drone.
Wait, I'm trying to see.
Look at that. It's like it goes through the house.
Oh, hell no.
The homeowners can be heard in the video insisting that the object is not a drone, and judging by the footage, it certainly doesn't appear to be one.
That ain't no drone, I'll tell you that much.
The clip is certainly a mystery. Could the object be some sort of alien ship, as many viewers are suggesting? Unfortunately, this footage alone isn't enough to make that call. Take another look at the object and let me know what you think this might be down below.
Oh, hell no.
In early 2022, Reddit user MenoraMan100 uploaded a collection of UFO sightings that all show a strikingly similar pattern happening over and over again all over the world, and it's left viewers wondering just what the heck is going on. In this first clip, onlookers are stunned by a strange red orb of light in the night sky. It appears to be dropping smaller balls of light into the air. It then eventually disappears altogether. Then here in North America on the 8th of December 2019, a very similar sighting is caught on film.
There. Is that a comet? Slade, hurry! What is that? What is that? Babe, is that a comet?
I don't know what the that
It is dropping stuff. Watch, guys. Do you see it? Look at that. Do you see that? Oh, whoa. What? Whoa, that one went far down. Look at another one.
Yet another sighting is captured in Asia showing two balls dropping smaller orbs of light. Yet another sighting, this time in South Korea. Again, it's a very similar pattern of light. And finally, this event captured in South America. UFO, orbs of light, is a term used to describe unidentified flying objects that are seen as glowing orbs or spheres of light in the sky. These orbs can be of different colours, sizes and brightness levels, and they're often reported as moving in unusual or erratic ways. Some people believe that these orbs are evidence of extraterrestrial life and that they're part of a UFO or alien craft. Others think that they form some sort of natural phenomenon such as ball lightning or atmospheric plasma. However, there's no scientific evidence to support either of these theories, and the true nature of these orbs remains a mystery. Some researchers and UFO enthusiasts have suggested that the orbs are some kind of advanced technology that's being used by extraterrestrial beings to observe or interact with humans. They suggest that the orbs are capable of changing shape, colour and brightness, and that they've been seen to merge and split, which isn't normal for any known natural occurrence. However, the most common explanations for orbs is the presence of camera artifacts, dust, particles, atmospheric conditions, and insects in front of the lens, creating a lens flare effect that make the orbs appear in the footage. Ultimately though, I'll leave these strange sightings up to you, the viewer, for final judgment. When it comes to the paranormal, orbs are a topic of hot debate. While some believe that they're ghostly manifestations, others think they're simply dust particles or insects flying near the camera's lens. No matter your stance, this next video will likely have both parties scratching their heads for answers. Take a look. The clip appears to be an excerpt of security footage. It was posted to Reddit by Izzy Does It 1031. However, the description notes that it was actually captured by one Vanessa M of Massachusetts. At first, the dancing orb could easily be explained away as a flying insect or dust particle. But as you continue to watch, you can see that it actually appears to be something else. At one point, it hovers over a rabbit sitting on the ground. Watch what happens. A beam of light seems to emanate from the orb. It shines down on the animal, which soon scampers away. Then the orb moves to the left. Looks like it's heading towards a second rabbit. However, as the orb gets closer, it too hops away. So could it be a drone or some sort of mysterious alien technology, as many viewers have suggested? Let me know what you think this could be in the comments down below. In another case of a potentially haunted museum, the Yesenin Museum of Moscow has claimed that a ghost might be wandering their halls. The employees uploaded a video to YouTube showcasing the incident in question, hoping to get potential answers from other viewers. What they got instead was more mystery. In the short clip, we can see part of the museum as seen on CCTV. Suddenly, a black shadow-looking figure floats across the screen before disappearing completely. A security guard in the neighbouring kindergarten claims that they too saw a strange shadow moving around the museum's grounds. Initially, they felt no one would believe them if they mentioned a potential presence, so they decided to keep quiet. It wasn't until they started to hear strange knocking sounds around the grounds that they decided to bring it up to other co-workers. At first, it was suspected to be bad weather caught on camera, perhaps a raindrop trickling down the lens. However, after a council meeting, it was decided that it wasn't bad weather at all. Instead, it was concluded to be a complete mystery. Some theories suggest the poet Sergei Yesenin, who the museum is dedicated to, has come to visit. Yesenin lived in the building from 1911 to 1918. Shortly after the poet's death, stories began circulating that his ghost haunted the town. His spirit was allegedly seen lurking in the Angleterre Hotel, where the poet committed suicide in 1925. So could this eerie shadow be the spirit of Sergei Yesenin? There are no clear answers given from any other sources, so until there's concrete proof of something else going on here, this may be the best explanation to run with. The following wild footage was shared to the Instagram account, the UFO God. It's not exactly known where this sighting takes place, but some viewers think it's somewhere in Chile. In the clip, it's clear some hikers are celebrating reaching the summit of a mountain range when they spot something unusual in the distance. Take a look.
Un ovni, un objeto que brilla ya no identificado. Puede que sea el día de la independencia hoy día, weón, va a quedar la cagada que se van a enfrentar, weón.
In the valley below, there's a strange orb of glowing light.
Voy a darle todo el aumento por los 126 de...
As the camera zooms in, it becomes apparent that the light is triangular in shape and almost looks like it's pulsing.
Ven a ver, culiao, mira cómo se ve aquí en la pantalla. Es un triángulo, weón, mira.
Whatever it is, it just hovers in the air, shining brightly.
Es un triángulo, weón, mira. Mira, mira.
Some commenters suggested it could just be a window or piece of metal catching the light in the valley below, and given the angle, perhaps it's an optical illusion making it look like it's hovering in mid-air. Others didn't buy this theory at all. Some said it could be a portal to another dimension or some kind of interstellar alien craft. So what do you think's going on here? Is this just an optical illusion, or are we seeing something a little more mysterious? Watch the clip again and make your own mind up.
Es un triángulo, weón, mira.
Russia is a hotspot for many ghostly sightings, perhaps due to its rich history. As such, here's yet another possible haunting, as seen at the Pavlovsk Palace in St. Petersburg. Employees became concerned after seeing a mysterious orb in the Egyptian room of the palace. Sharing the footage to Instagram under their handle Pavlovsk Palace and Park, the video continues to perplex all who view it. In the clip, we can see the interior of the palace as seen at 1 AM. A few moments into the video, a bright orb appears in the middle of the room. It floats slowly forward before disappearing off frame. The employees of the museum tried to make sense of this phenomenon by poring through hours and hours of other footage from the prior month, but couldn't find any similar incident. As such, they decided to reach out to experts in the paranormal field, as well as other social media users for insight. Many Instagrammers believe that this orb was just a speck of dust, or perhaps even the light from a flashlight of a wandering security guard. However, employees remain hesitant and say they're still on the watch for similar activity. It seems they won't rest until they get a more clear answer. YouTube channel Ethereal Sisters Paranormal is a place where viewers can find fascinating paranormal videos. According to these YouTubers, this footage is the most startling spiritual encounter they've ever personally experienced. Peter, the lead investigator of the group, emailed this footage directly to us. It's an investigation of the notorious York Cemetery in Western Australia. On a previous visit to the cemetery, Peter felt a heavy dark presence charge at her, so much so that she thought it was a kangaroo leaping at her. But when she looked around, there was nothing there. It's this incident that spurred on the investigation we're about to show. During the tour of the property, they attempted to use a spirit box to communicate with any spirits that might be lingering in the area.
Does anyone know where Charles Cullen is?
Just after something talking through the spirit box seems to say wow, a strange white mist floats up in front of the camera.
I'd love to talk to you. Wow, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
The camera also captures a strange phenomenon around the edge of one of the headstones, a mysterious sparkling light that doesn't seem to have an external cause.
I saw something then.
This strange, glittering anomaly has led the Ethereal Sisters to nickname the entity Mr. Sparkles. The spirit box continues to talk. The investigators believe they hear the word run at one point. Watch what happens.
Ewan?
As you can see, a white mist blows through the tombstones, resembling a spirit running past.
Ewan?
A closer, slow-motion view shows the mist seems to sparkle as it moves in the dim light. Peter had the footage analysed by several well-known paranormal investigators, including Greg Ludwig, author of the upcoming supernatural book Night at the Haunted Museum. After analysing the footage frame by frame, the strange sparkling anomaly remains a complete mystery.
Ewan?
Though this particular cemetery doesn't have any well-known ghost stories surrounding it, the nearby Old York Hospital is another matter. It's thought to be one of the most haunted places in Australia. It isn't unlikely that some of the deceased patients from the nearby hospital found their final resting places in the York Cemetery. Who knows what strange things could be happening there after dark.
Ewan?
The following video, published on Reddit by a user named AcrobaticBen9889, shows some mysterious activity caught on a Wise home security camera. Take a look. A strange white orb floats around the bedroom before eventually disappearing without a trace. The uploader says he has no definitive answer as to what he believes this is, but says he thinks it's possible for it to either be just a piece of dust floating around the room, perhaps a bug, or maybe something a little more mysterious like a spirit orb. The uploader shared another piece of footage that was recorded on their home security system that shows something even more unsettling. Take a look. As you can see, there seems to be a transparent figure at the end of the hallway. Some people have been a bit skeptical in the comments, but the uploader insists that the video is 100% authentic, stating that, "I've been on the couch with my wife and we've both seen it appear by the stairs and in the room. We're not scared, I just put up cameras to get evidence and make sure we're not going crazy here." Although we'll more than likely never get a definitive answer as to what exactly is being captured here, it's nevertheless a head-scratching piece of footage that'll make you want to sleep with one eye open tonight, just in case. Now, if you want more mysterious video clips like the ones you've just watched, then check out these links right there. Also a reminder, we've got an awesome range of hoodies and tees. If you want to check it all out, hit up that merch shelf just below the player there. Otherwise, there's links in the description box below. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.